name is Dominique Ludwig. I'm a nutritionist and a nutritional therapist. Today I'm going to do a tutorial on Thermomix and making a salad in a Thermomix. So to many of you it will be quite unusual to make a salad in a food processor. We think of salads as chopping up salad ingredients like lettuce and tomatoes and cucumbers and arranging them in a bowl or on a plate. This is something a little bit different. This is going to change the way you make a salad. So we know that salad ingredients don't have to just be tomatoes and lettuce and cucumber. They can also be a whole range of vegetables such as broccoli and peppers and beetroots and carrots and lots of hard vegetables as well that we'd otherwise have to grate. The Thermomix does it in a jiffy. So how does it work? So first of all, we have to choose our recipe. So if you can, it's very difficult to see on here, I think, with the reflection, but what we've got on here is, because I've saved all my recipes, I've saved from thousands of recipes, while I can have access to all of them, I've also indexed the ones that I use the most. So under my recipes, I've got what is called created collections, which are just the ones that I've done. So I've got bread recipes, breakfast, canapes, chicken, Christmas, and I've also got my demonstration ones as well. So today we're going to make a broccoli, red pepper, walnut and apple salad, and it's absolutely delicious, and it's one of the recipes I get asked to make again and again and again, and it's so easy. It's 5 minutes. So I find the recipe that I want on here, and you can see there's even a picture, so it's like looking at a cookbook, and it's almost like flicking through the pages, and then you find something and say, yes, I want to make that. And how do you do it? You push the button called Start Cooking. This machine weighs, so it makes everything super easy. It's asking for 300 grams of broccoli florets. So I literally have just cut them up into florets, into big chunks, and I'm literally just going to throw them in. So nice big long ones. Not going to spend too long chopping it up. That's 313. It's good enough for a Thermomix when you're doing a salad. Then I push next, and it's asking for a red pepper. I've just roughly chopped it up, as you can see. So it's asking for 200. I've only got 167 there, 170, but we've got the average with the broccoli in there, so I'm not going to be too worried about it. Then it's asking for an apple. So I've just literally just cut the very middle out of the apple. I've just taken this little bit out, and the rest of it has all gone in. I go on to next. It's asking for pine nuts or sunflower seeds. I actually really like walnuts, so I'm going to add walnuts. It's asking me for 30 grams. So you can add more if you want to, or less if you want to. That's the joy of a Thermomix. You can add, if you're making something like a salad, you can leave ingredients out. Obviously, if you're making a cake, you need to be a little bit more exact. But if you're making a salad, if you like more nuts and seeds, you can add a little bit more. It's up to you. It weighs everything. So rather than having tablespoons of olive oil, for example, it's asking for 25 grams. So I'm going to pour this in. It goes up in 1 gram increments, which is really useful. So that's 25 grams of olive oil. And then I'm going to add 15 grams of apple cider vinegar. That's slightly more there, but that's absolutely fine. It's asking for a teaspoon of honey. I personally don't think it needs it. Being a nutritionist, I don't put sugar in things where I don't have to. Again, it's up to you. I don't want to, so I'm just going to go to next. If you choose to, that's absolutely fine. So I'm using Dijon mustard because it's a very pure one. It hasn't got lots of other ingredients or preservatives or nasties. It's asking for about 1.5 teaspoons. So I'm doing that it's a dessert spoon, but it's to taste really. And the next is a little bit of salt. So I've got a little salt pig here. I'm going to just pop some salt in. Next thing it's asking for is some pepper. So I'm going to put my pepper in. Insert the measuring cup into this one, into the lid, and then it clamps down. You'll see this as it goes, which makes it very safe. And then it's telling me to do 7 seconds, no heat, and it's giving me a little marker here. So it's marking, I can see, like a little gas dial, it's showing me where I need to turn to. So I turn there, it might be loud. This is speed 4, 7 seconds. It makes all sorts of different music when you finish. I quite like this one. It reminds me of a little Mexican banjo or something. When you open it up, You'll see you have a salad. That was 7 seconds. You can do this, you can just open the fridge and see, what do I have in there? What can I use? Do I have a carrot that needs to be eaten? Do I have some beetroot? Do I have a courgette? Do I have kohlrabi or celeriac? And you can start to pretty much make any salad with this. It's good enough to serve at a dinner party. It's also good for a quick lunch if you're going to work and you just put that in a bowl and add some mozzarella cheese or a fillet of chicken or a tin of mackerel, or it could be 2 boiled eggs. It could literally be anything, but you've got packed lunch to go. So that is my salad.